Good afternoon, this is Sunshine Reports. My name is Remy Allen. The Ondo State government has restated its commitment to begin the construction of the 4.72 kilometer Ugbonla Ayetoro Road in Ilaje local government area of the state. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa spoke during a feasibility study visit to the project site, marking a preparative step towards the commencement of the third phase of Ugbonla Ayetoro Road project. Our correspondent Zimo Ebeme was there, and the report is presented from our studio. We'll bring you the reports of that story in our subsequent bulletin. As part of efforts to assess the impacts of community-driven development initiatives in Ondo State, the Community and Social Development Agency, ODCSDA, a key implementing partner under the Ondo State Community Action Resilience and Economic Stimulus Cares Program, has embarked on an outcome evaluation validation exercise. The workshop aims to validate the effectiveness of projects implemented under the CARES program while identifying
education, water and sanitation. Speaking at a one-day evaluation workshop, the permanent secretary and general manager Ondo State Community and Social Development Agency, Mr. Bosun Gudipe, emphasized the agency's commitment to transparency and accountability in executing projects targeted at improving livelihoods and social infrastructure.
We have intervened in practically the 18 local government areas of the state. And to date, from our own assessment, what we have been able to disburse is over 1.6 billion since 2022. Where we have facilitated programs, local government have played very important roles in granting approvals before we intervene in all our communities.
Presenting the evaluation findings, a lead consultant, Professor James Okunwola, highlighted the successes recorded in areas such as water provision and sanitation facilities, classrooms construction, and basic health centers, as well.
There are specific monitoring and evaluation indicators that is the World Bank standard that they are supposed to follow. And that is what we normally use for outcome evaluation. And we went into it to be able to see how those indicators operated and how it has led to effect
economic resilience and social welfare across benefiting communities. In an interview, the state coordinator Ondo Cares, Mr. Bamidele Daisi, expressed satisfaction with projects facilitated by the agency.
It's one of the best delivery platform that we have in the state, and it has really done well. It has raised the trade.
Also, the operations manager, Mr. Olumide Igbaruola, and his monitoring and evaluation counterpart, Mr. Frederick Akinjalano, said the move became imperative in order to assess the impact of its interventions.
We're able to actually measure the outcome, measure the impact of the project, not just the output of the project. So that is the essence of what the impact evaluation workshop, validation workshop that we held today. So that is so that everybody will be on the same table, everybody will be able to see what we've been able to do.
Academicians were invited to look into the report, and even other stakeholders looked at it from their own end, and with this one they will come up with a robust report that will be acceptable even to the World Bank and other stakeholders.
Other stakeholders applauded the government's drive for development at the grassroots. No fewer than 100 communities and 6 groups have benefited in over 300 micro-projects across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State. Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi, Osrc News.
Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has described the Supreme Court ruling affirming his candidacy for the November 16 governorship election as a victory for justice and a reaffirmation of the judiciary as the people's last hope. Speaking in Akure, he praised the courts for upholding fairness and pledged to focus on good governance and improved security. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports.
Party faithful, supporters and well-wishers were at the Akure airport to welcome Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa back to the Sunshine State from Abuja following the Supreme Court verdict that reaffirmed his candidacy at the November 16, 2024 governorship election. Governor Aiyedatiwa, accompanied by some party faithful, described the Supreme Court judgment as victory for democracy and democratic government.
The Supreme Court upheld the concurrent judgment of the trial court and the Court of Appeal. It shows that our judicial system, they are doing great work. Men and women of integrity, both at the Federal High Court here in Akure, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. It was a concurrent judgment at the three levels. That shows the case that was taken before them by the opposition, the PDP, is frivolous. And I'm so happy that today we have come to the end of that particular legal battle. Like we always say that electoral matter is so
Congress APC claiming that their nomination was not valid. Responding to questions on recent security challenges in the state, the governor emphasized that security remains a top priority for his administration, assuring residents that his government will not shirk its responsibility of protecting the lives and property of inhabitants.
The security of lives and property is the primary function of any government, and that is exactly what we want to ensure. We have been working hard to ensure that our people are safe here in Ondo State. Forget about the propaganda. Some of those reports you read on the social media, they are just propaganda. Yes, but the security agencies are working tirelessly day and night to ensure that the people are safe. We have been supporting them in every way. We just need to the criminals, they have not relented in their effort. They are trying to look for other ways to get into the system. We also need further and more equipment, like a tracker and drone. These are some of the equipment we need to get for our security.
Aiyedatiwa urged residents to join hands with his administration to rid the state of crimes and criminality by reporting suspicious movement to appropriate. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
As Lassa fever cases rise, especially in Ondo State, health experts are urging the public to take preventive measures to curb the spread. Lassa fever is a viral illness transmitted through contact with food or items contaminated by infected rats. In this special report, Osrc's Abidemi Akinrotoye highlights steps residents can take to protect themselves. Report.
Lassa fever, a disease caused by Lassa virus, spreads through contact with infected rats or the body fluids of infected individuals. Transmission occurs through direct contact with the blood, urine, feces, or other bodily fluids of an infected person, particularly in healthcare settings where infection control measures are inadequate. The disease has recently resurfaced in several parts of the country, including Ondo State. Medical expert Dr. Omosayin Adeyemi Osrc provided valuable insight into the history and transmission of the virus. Dr. Omosayin, alongside another medical practitioner, Michael Ayodele Ojo, explained the causes and effects of the Lassa virus, noting its severe impact when not detected early.
Lassa fever has been here with us, can say, since 1969. Let me give you a brief history of Lassa fever. Lassa was first discovered in a town called Lassa by an American missionary nurse in Borno State. The Lassa town is in Borno State. Lassa is a viral hemorrhagic fever, you understand, and that has been transmitted by multi-mammoth rats, rodents that you see around, rats. And of course, from Edo State, in Ondo State here, we have cases from Edo, Ondo, even Ekiti. But in Ondo State, especially in our Akure